Good evening. How are you this evening? So I'm still in the book, The Four Agreements, and last week we covered the first agreement, be impeccable with your word. So today we continue with the second of the four agreements, which is don't take anything personally, which is a very good one. Okay, it has some things in there that are kind of hard hitting, but sometimes we need that, right? Okay. So don't take anything personally. The second of the four agreements. Whatever happens around you, don't take it personally. Using an earlier example, we talked about it last week. If I see you on the street and say, "Hey, you are so stupid," without knowing you, it's not about you, it's about me. If you take it personally, then perhaps you believe you are stupid. You take it personally because you agree with whatever was said. As soon as you agree, the poison goes through you, and you are trapped. What causes you to be trapped is what we call personal importance. Personal importance, or taking things personally, is the maximum expression of selfishness, because we make the assumption that everything is about me. We think we are responsible for everything. Me, 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 always me. Nothing other people do is because of you. It is because of themselves. All people live in their own dream, in their own mind. They are in a completely different world from the one we live in. When we take something personally, we make the assumption that they know what is in our world, and we try to impose our world on their world. It says if someone gives you an opinion and says, "Hey, you look so fat," don't take it personally, because the truth is that this person is dealing with his or her own feelings, beliefs, and opinions. Taking things personally makes you easy prey for these predators. They can hook you easily with one little opinion and feed you whatever poison they want. And because you take it personally, you eat it up. Not a good thing to do, right? When you take things personally, then you feel offended, and your reaction is to defend your beliefs and create conflict. You also try hard to be right by giving them your own opinion. The opinions you have are according to the agreements that you have made, and these opinions have nothing to do with me. Okay, he's talking a bit, Miguel Ruiz, he's talking about himself now, so he's using his own pronoun, okay? He says, "It is not important to me what you think about me, and I don't think what you think personally. And I don't take what you think personally. I don't take it personally when people say, 'Miguel, you are the best.' I also don't take it personally when they say, 'Miguel, you are the worst.' Either way, it does not affect me because I know what I am. I don't have the need to be accepted. Whatever you think, whatever you feel, I know is your problem and not my problem. It is the way you see the world. It is nothing personal because you are dealing with yourself, not with me." It says, you may even tell me, "Miguel, what you are saying is hurting me." But it is not what I am saying that is hurting you. It is that you have wounds that I touch by what I have said. You are hurting yourself. There's no way that I can take this personally. Not because I don't believe in you or don't trust you, but because I know that you see the world with different eyes, with your eyes. Wow, isn't that something? I thought that was an interesting point when he said that he wasn't hurting the person. The person was hurting themselves, but whatever it is that he said, it was touching their heart, and that's what's hurting them, something that they had inside them. Okay. It says, your point of view is something personal to you. It is no one's truth but yours. Then if you get mad at me, I know you are dealing with yourself. I am the excuse for you to get mad. And you get mad because you are afraid, because you are dealing with fear. If you are not afraid, there's no way you will get mad at me. If you are not afraid, there's no way you will hate me. If you are not afraid, there's no way you can be jealous or sad. If you live without fear, if you love, there is no place for any of those emotions. If you don't feel any of those emotions, it is logical that you will feel good. When you feel good, everything around you is good. So when you're not afraid, you don't hate, right? No. So we must deal in love. Okay, he goes on to say, whatever people do, feel, think, or say, don't take it personally. If they tell you how wonderful you are, they are not saying that because of you. You know that you are wonderful. It is not necessary to believe other people who tell you that you are wonderful. Don't take anything personally. It says, even the opinions that you have about yourself are not necessarily true. Therefore, you don't need to take whatever you hear in your own mind personally. It's hitting hard, right? Whatever people say, don't take it personally, whether it's true or not. He goes on to say, don't take anything personally, because by taking things personally, you set yourself up to suffer for nothing. Humans are addicted to suffering at different levels and to different degrees, and we support each other in maintaining these addictions. Humans agree to help each other suffer. Now that was a hard-hitting one for me. If you have the need to be abused, you will find it easy to be abused by others. Likewise, if you are with people who need to suffer, something in you makes you abuse them. It is as if they have a note on their back that says, please kick me. They are asking for justification for their suffering. Their addiction to suffering is nothing but an agreement that is reinforced every day. Now that's kind of hard-hitting, right? That people are addicted to suffering. But sometimes you can see it in people, right? It's like they don't want to get out of their situation. They keep making excuses to stay there because it's comfortable. It's their comfort zone, right? Okay, he continues to say, when we really see other people as they are without taking it personally, we can never be hurt by what they say or do. Even if others lie to you, it is okay. They are lying to you because they are afraid. They are afraid you will discover that they are not perfect. When you make it a strong habit not to take anything personally, you avoid many upsets in your life. Your anger, jealousy, and envy will disappear. And even your sadness will simply disappear if you don't take things personally. There is a huge amount of freedom that comes to you when you take nothing personally. Taking nothing personally helps you break many habits and routines that cause needless suffering. As you make a habit of not taking anything personally, you won't need to place your trust in what others do or say. You will only need to trust yourself to make responsible choices. You are never responsible for the actions of others. You are only responsible for you. When you truly understand this and refuse to take things personally, you can hardly be hurt by the careless comments or actions of others. That was a hard-hitting chapter, right? It kind of gets you right in here because a lot of what he says is true, right? A lot of times we do things to hurt others because we're afraid, right? So like we learned in the first chapter, be impeccable with your word. We should always come from love, right? So if we do that, and then if we don't take it personally, we're going to be much better off, right? We won't suffer. And we won't be hurt by others because we won't take it personally, no matter what they say, no matter what they do. Okay. Well, we have 2 more agreements to cover. So impeccable with your word, and then don't take things personally. The next one is don't make assumptions. And remember, it's a small book, but it was on the New York Times bestseller list for 7 years. So it's a good book. Lots of people have read it, right? And remember, Dwayne Dyer said it's an inspiring book with many great lessons. So even though we may not agree on all of them, they definitely will teach us something, right? We can learn. All right. Well, I hope you enjoyed this and it made you think. And we'll be back with a 3rd agreement. Don't take assumptions. And I'll be back on Wednesday. Okay? Thanks so much for watching. I hope you have a great evening, and I'll be back. Take care.